it's tough, isn't it? Because you've got the two Steam Decks, and they're very far apart from each other.
Really far apart.
Really, because you're looking here in the UK, it's $350 for the 256 gig LCD, which is the only one that you can get.
That's right. Yeah.
The next step up is the OLED 512 gigabytes. That's 280. 200. 400. Yeah, I'd buy another one. 480. So it's 130 quid.
480 in my head is 500.
Yeah, it's 500 quid.
They've just not put it there because that looks scary.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So 480
Versus 350.
That's such a huge jump.
Yes.
Now the OLED's been out for a while now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
2
been
years, 18 months.
18 months, I think. Yeah.
It's been a while. I'm surprised it's held that higher price for that long.
It's really good though. Like, it is really good.
Yeah.
It's very good. And that's the thing, is there is a big sort of chasm between the LCD version of the deck and the OLED deck.
Yeah.
Even though they're basically identical, they're not. Like the OLED deck is a lot better. There's minor things that they've done to improve everything. I mean, it's even got a different system on chip and everything, so it is more efficient. Battery is better. You do get a performance increase with it, minorly. You're only looking at 1 or 2% performance increase, but those few frames you are needing.
Well, so there's an interesting point there. Was just focusing on that. Do you think the 350 option, which is the same price as it is secondhand, annoyingly, so 350 is your entry point, does that represent value? Because it's very cheap.
It's very cheap.
It's like almost Nintendo cheap.
It's almost Switch OLED new cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the 350 is the best value. Absolutely. It's just that LCD screen, man.
Yeah.
It's horrendous. It's really bad. Like it's the worst LCD screen on a handheld I've seen in a while. But it really depends what your use case is. This is such a hard topic to discuss because there's so many different situations people might be in,
So, okay.
As to what you want to play.
Yeah.
How much money you've got. How long you want it to last for.
I want to get into those other bits a little bit later. I just want to focus in there's two options.
Yes.
You got 350 or 480.
The 480 I don't think is worth it when you look at what else is on the market.
But that's the only one that's got...
That's the best one to have.
And this is the bit I'm struggling with.
Yes.
I'm looking at it and going, I know it's almost obsolete in its hardware now.
For modern titles, it is obsolete. You can't play anything.
But it does have a place. For older games and for emulation and stuff, it's amazing. And it's really simple. It's SteamOS and
absolutely
all of the benefits. It's got all of that. Yep. But I know the LCD version sucks. The screen sucks. Only, I say sucks, if you've got one and you're having a great time, don't look at the OLED. Just don't physically look at one.
Yeah,
and
don't get one in your hands. You'll be all right. Yeah.
But as soon as you see the OLED, it's like, I can't.
Oh, my days.
I can't look at anything else now.
It is totally different. Yeah. It's a different machine.
And I still remember that visceral reaction I had to seeing your OLED one.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, that's different.
Yep. Yes.
That's exciting.
Yes.
But
incredible. That is.
At 480 is the entry point into that. I'm like, that's a lot.
It's 500 quid.
I've seen the Z1 Extreme Ally cheaper. I know not currently it is, but it does go down to 400 quite regularly.
Price is all over the place. I bought Christina's Z1 Extreme Ally for 400.
Yeah.
Brand new.
Yeah.
400 on the nose. And that was, if you look at that, if you can get a Z1 Extreme Ally versus the Steam Deck OLED, which is the age-old argument at the time of both launching, the Ally's the better option. Yeah. You're going to be able to put SteamOS on it.
Yes.
If not, you've got Bazzite right now, which is just SteamOS pretty much, but I would wait for official SteamOS. And you've got the performance gain. It's much more powerful.
Huge performance gain.
Majorly more powerful. You can play modern titles on it. You'd be able to play Avowed on it.
Yeah.
The Steam Deck, even if you flashed it with Windows, it will not play that. It can't.
Yeah, so they're in a really weird pricing position now where I think they need to kind of reassess what they're doing.
I agree. I think the OLED should come down in price now, 18 months later, especially with what else is coming to the market.
If they dropped down to the nearest 100,
Yes.
I would jump at the OLED instantly. If the OLED was 400.
400 for an OLED, absolutely.
Jump at it.
All day long, I think that's great.
Yeah.
You know?
And if the LCD, whatever ones they've got left, was 3.
Yes.
They'd fly out.
Yeah. Just get rid of them.
Apparently they've sold 3 million Steam Decks so far, which I was surprised at. It's quite high.
I would have said 3 million 6 months ago.
Yeah, it might have been. They don't release the official numbers.
Okay, yeah.
It's like best guess for this year.
I think the Steam Deck's done really well.
Yeah.
And rightfully so.
But I think they would fly out if they dropped it down a little bit now, because the competition's too compelling.
Yes.
And their price point, they're just awkwardly priced now.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey, Andy, check out that totally seamless transition.
What's happening?
Yes. Well, you just watched a clip of the 128 KB podcast.
Did I?
If you want to watch the full thing, you should click on the video that's between our faces. It's a good one.